flat for the Nifty, pretty much in line with what the GIFT Nifty as well was indicating this morning. And the handover as well, to be fair, from the global users has really been all over the place. A lot of important stocks, and I want to first see what HDFC Bank is up to, because the quarterly update for the combined entity has come out 2% lower for HDFC Bank right now in trade. And, the standalone business on a sequential basis, the loan growth, as we understand, has come in at a 26-quarter low. The merged business loans are also up just about 0.6% on a sequential basis. Yes, it's a very large base that we're talking about, but at the same time, this has fallen short of what the street was anticipating. So HDFC Bank is your big drag this morning, down about 2.25% as we speak. Having said that, impressive numbers coming in from IndusInd Bank. Advances have seen an uptick of about 21%. AU Small Finance Bank, though, on a sequential basis, the deposits are down, but the loan growth has seen an 8% jump on a sequential basis. Then, of course, there's RBL Bank. The advances have risen more than 4%. And deposits are up 1% sequentially. That stock as well holds out in the green as we speak right now. AU Small Finance Bank, that as well will just come up for you on your screens. And then, of course, let's see what LTI Mindtree is up to, considering this is the one which is going to be replacing HDFC in the Nifty 50 come July 13th. That has gapped up nearly about 2% as we speak right now. A lot of other quarterly updates as well have come in. Bandhan Bank, not just the CFO resignation, but the fact that the Q1 advances have fallen 5.5% on a sequential basis. Bandhan Bank is lower by about 4.25%. I also want to revisit what Bajaj Finance is up to, and after that mammoth 7% yesterday, what's the stock up to today? It's taking a bit of a breather, much like the Nifty started off absolutely flat. Eicher Motors, Hero MotoCorp, what's the follow-through reaction on those stocks? Eicher Motors falls a little more, 1.25% lower, and Hero MotoCorp is seeing just some mild gains coming in. But yeah, for the benchmarks, it's a very, very quiet start as we see, and I can spot some technology movers there. Those seem to be the only spots of green. ICICI Bank as well, a mild green there. HCL Technologies, Bajaj Auto, you've got a Tech Mahindra, HDFC Life, Divi's. They all have started off in the green. And of course, there have been a lot of those pharma news makers too, along with, of course, Motherson Sumi or Samvardhana Motherson, which should also come up for you on your screens. That's a newsmaker in trade and should be holding up in the positive as pharma, I guess, is, and all the brokerage notes which seem to be pretty bullish on this Yakchio acquisition, which they think is going to be quite significant for them. 5.25% gap up coming in for Motherson.
Oh, well, yes, let me just flag out a few more names. LIC Housing is higher by 4%. We were just chatting about that counter. Paytm trading with a gain of around 2%. You also have LTI Mindtree, which is pulling all the actually IT stocks higher, and that's the reason Nifty IT is one of your best performing sectors. Genus Power, the management that we are just speaking with, that entire $2 billion platform is something which is sending that stock high by 9%, and a rub-off impact on HPL Electric as well, given it works in the same segment of smart metering. So these are some of the counters that we are watching out for. And look at that advance decline ratio, very impressive. 1,300 stocks advancing to around 400 stocks declining. But quickly coming to you, Naresh, what's the trade that you're spotting?
So that's a buy on Hindustan Unilever. The stock is setting up for a breakout above the 2700, 2750 mark. This could be a defensive play trade which could do an aggressive move towards 3000 in the short term.
Okay, there you have it. That's Naresh's first trade, HUL, looking poised for a breakout. What about you, Kunal? What's the trade that you're punching in?
I'll be looking to buy Reliance Industries. I think closer to 2680 on the futures could be a very good trade. The risk reward would be a lot more better as well as attractive for the stock.
Okay, let me just flag out Macrotech Developers as well, because that stock is down 3%. No surprise, because of course on a sequential basis the growth had slowed a bit. To add to that, there was this entire debt which had spiked. So that's the reason we are seeing pressure on that one. Dixon Tech is also down 2%. Naresh, if I still have you with us, wanted your take regarding the HDFC Twins. Would you recommend a buy, or till July 13th be on the sidelines?
So it would be a case wherein one looks to accumulate at lower levels. 1650 to 1700 is a good zone to buy into HDFC Bank. We'll keep seeing this gap up, gap down with the new changes happening. But overall, the structure is very clear. The stock attempted a all-time high. Eventually would go much higher post 13 July. Overall, over the next 1 to 3 months, positive on the stock.